Check it out. Check it out. What's up? What's up? We're here, New Yorker Network. I'm here with my brothers, the fitness gurus in the building. You already know. It's a pleasure to have them here. I got my brother Rob, Faded, in the building.
Yes, sir.
I got my brother Ant, and I got my brother Canelisthenics in the building. You already know. Joel Canela, for everybody who knows who he is. First and foremost, I want to thank y'all for coming today on the show. It was a pleasure having y'all. You know that. I known these guys for mad long, since middle school. We've been in the same classes together and all that. So seeing them grow the way they've been growing, you know, it's been a lot of change over the years. So it's always good to see them. First things first, I want to ask, let's go with Rob first. Bro, what made you start this journey, bro? Like fitness in general, like what made you do it? Like,
what made me get into fitness?
Yeah, what made you? Yeah, what was your motive? Like what you wanted to do?
So I don't know. I guess I just started it as like a way to look better. You know, like so I was skinnier before, and I was like, yo, I'm gonna just start training, working out and shit. I was always an athlete. Like I used to play ball with Canela Highbridge.
Nah, yeah.
As a young kid.
Except for Ant didn't play ball.
He used to play baseball.
Yeah.
And then I got into high school, started swimming. And then after high school, I just started, like, to stay active, I just started going to the gym.
But what? Let's go to Ant, because I think Ant. When did you think that, like, you had to take this serious? Like, because, you know, sometimes people go to the gym, they on and off with it, but then, like, you get to the point where you're like, you know, I'm going to take it serious. Some people take it serious, some people fall off, and, you know, when did you think you had that decision? When did you make that decision, bro? Like,
I feel like my time came, so I was also swimming back in high school.
Right.
And even before then, from when I can remember, like, I used to work out at home, and I remember going to school, middle school, and they used to be like, yo, Ant's a little brolic. Like, all my friends who were my age would tell me, yo, you a little brolic. You a little brolic. I'm in PAL. I used to play basketball in PAL. Yo, you a little brolic. So I'm like, you know, it grew up on me, bro. So it started that I was going to the gym maybe 3-4 times a week. I started with my older cousins. And then from there, I developed love for it myself. And after that happened, then it was just I kept going, and then it became something I need now. For example, let's say I'm coping with some stress or something from school or from anything, anywhere, my job or anything. That's how I cope. You know, like I feel like I kind of need to work out at this point.
Yeah, and then it's, I don't know, for me, you know, I was in the military and stuff like that. I was working out, you know, at one point in time, and I was into it, but at like just trying to find a balance to live life and like tie that in, it's kind of like, it's there. It's just a show. I'll put your shows there. It's just like, Canela, like I'm asking, like, what is it that, like, how can you balance your everyday life with tying in, you know, working out? Like whenever you do, like in the morning, because I know Canela usually works out in the morning.
Early mornings.
Like, how is it that yo, I don't know, you gotta have some determination and some real big discipline to get into it. Like, how is it that you tie that into your lifestyle during the day? Because I know you work for the Department of Education, right?
Yeah. I'm a dean and a parent coordinator at Landmark High School, and that's actually, you know, fun fact, I graduated from there. So I kind of did like a full circle for the school, you know, being a student. Then I used to tutor there in the summers, and now I'm a parent coordinator, dean, language access coordinator, personal trainer.
Everything.
You know, whatever you can think of, man, I can do.
Jack of all trades right here.
But in the way that I'm able to balance my schedule with life, you know, this is like my life. There isn't a day I can't think about, like, how many reps can I go do? Like, did I go train?
So for me, it all sounds like y'all all made this, like, this is your life now. This is, y'all found purpose. This is
Definitely.
which I feel like it, right?
Yeah.
It feels like a purpose now.
Yeah,
Most
man.
definitely.
Because like before, like, you know, we was all over the place. You know, Rob was playing ball. Canela was always playing ball.
Mhm.
Ant was working out here and there, but he was, you know, I don't know what Ant was doing. Ant was always around.
Ant was lost.
Ant was always Ant was really lost though. Ant was trying to
his way. It's cool.
Ant was really trying to find himself. Like, what made y'all now that y'all know y'all have faded nights and y'all have everything faded now. Everything's faded, bro. Like,
Yeah. Basically,
it's like so.
faded sneakers, faded nights, faded fit.
So now I see that now y'all have faded fitness,
Yes.
and like I constantly follow y'all. Y'all know I follow y'all always all the time. What made y'all decide on like taking it really serious? Like, I know Canela got his the training
Certified, yeah, me too.
certificate. What's it called? What's that called?
A certified.
What
There's
is it?
different branches that you can get certified under, but it's just a certification that you're an
What is it?
official personal trainer.
ISSA. So for any people trying to aspire to be trainers, you know, how much would that cost? Y'all got to pay for that, right?
Yeah. It varies, bro. Like, you could get it on sale, that's how.
They got a sale for that?
Yeah.
It's a perfect time to go right now. Actually,
You could get it on sale, and you have to like basically do the whole course. It takes like, if you study faithfully, probably like 2 months.
So what is it that you know, where do you go for that? You go online.
You go online and you use like sign up for the class, but like that's just basically a paperwork that says that you're a personal trainer. But like, to me, the real experience comes from training people.
Yeah,
You know
the
what I'm
actual
saying?
like
The
knowing
actual-
what you're doing and stuff like that.
From
Now-
Being
your real
hands-on.
experience,
Now-
not just what the paper says.
Now, Canela, what do you think is most important when it comes down to working out? Like, trying to get in, like, let's say for somebody like me, right, new person, what do you think is the most important thing for me to focus on getting into working out with you?
All right. So I honestly, I just started asking clients like these like 5 very like deep kind of questions.
Right.
And one of them is, well, what are your bad habits? You know, because your bad habits usually is a reflection of your standard outside, right? Externally, not internally, but externally. So when you figure out like what's your bad habits, then I ask you, well, what are your goals? You know, like, why are you doing this? Like, who do you envision in the future that is going to be proud of the person you was in the past? You right, like that constant like 5-year goal.
Right.
Right. When I was 15, my goal was, when I'm 25, I'm going to be this person.
Yeah.
So it's more or less of, well, write a goal that's attainable, figure out your bad habits, and really question yourself internally.
Like, what do you?
Why do I want to do this?
Do you see, like, do people have like common like habits? Like, I know that a lot of people have common habits that they like. What are some? I know. Matter of fact, what were your bad habits? Like, what starting the journey? Like, what do you think?
I actually didn't have any bad habits. Probably diet was like the
Right.
something that I'm still cleaning up
Yeah.
as I go. But in terms of like, I was always consistent, which to me is like the most important part of it. Like, for you, if you was to want to get into it, you have to be consistent with it.
Yeah.
Just like the habit and the motion of training often. But I think probably what I had to clean up the most and my worst habit was diet.
I think
that even then, like, my diet isn't the best.
Nah,
But
yeah,
it's,
you know.
it's something that, like, as you go on, like, you start cleaning up here and there.
I feel like I feel like diets having a diet is us growing around the culture we've grown up in.
Hell yeah.
It's hard for us to change our diets.
And then in the hood, like, imagínate.
Nah,
Like,
yeah,
the
and
food choices ain't the best either. So if you're not really cooking your own food, the best food you're gonna get isn't you're not gonna get the best food out there.
yeah.
I want to pay it back off Canela though. I think he touched an interesting topic. I think for anybody who want to get into working out, the first thing that I tell people to kind of get comfortable with is to focus more on the internal feedback rather than the external feedback. For example, are you if you're let's say you're bench pressing, right? And you have 2 plates on each side. Are you doing this so that the people around you are like, whoa, this guy is going crazy? Or or are you really feeling good doing it? You know, I like to focus on internal feedback. So I do an exercise, I do a movement, and I see how my body told me is feeling. I go off that and I progress, regress, and move accordingly based on how I feel. I feel like some people are more concerned about their external feedback. Yeah. Making a video on social media to see what people are going to say. Wow, I'm lifting heavy. I'm squatting heavy. I think if anybody or somebody who's advanced, somebody who's just beginning, if you focus on the internal feedback part of the exercise, you're gonna see results unimaginable, and I really mean it.
And I feel like that's definitely a trend, and it is a really bad. It's a really bad habit, to be honest, because a lot of people follow that trend heavy. Like people go on, they'll be like, "What's that thing you say if you ain't like take a video of it and happen or whatever, something like that."
But that sucks, bro.
Yeah.
And like the craziest, what stems from that is that like people see fitness as something like on the outside, like you look fit, and like if you don't look fit, you're not fit. But like fitness and getting in shape is more than just like how you look. Yeah. Like to be honest, you could not look as fit, right? But you have like good cardiovascular, like everything is good, so you can go up 10 flights of stairs and you'll be good. Right. Yeah. Like people might want to train just to have like a easier day, bro. Like if you're training, for example, and like let's say you don't train at all, and someone who does train, they're gonna have an easier day going up 5 flights of stairs. Yeah, way their body's used to that kind of stuff than someone who doesn't train.
Yeah, and it's crazy because if you go on Twitter a lot, everybody's like, "Oh, in my 20s, I got back pain and stuff like that."
Yeah, like, you see, like,
yo, you 20,
that's the type of shit that fitness should be
really
fixing.
No bueno.
I mean, it's crazy though.
I've had back pain too, bro. Yeah. I get lower back pain when I stand a long time, bro. But that's all posture problems that people need to fix.
So, one thing is, like, when you go, like, is there a certain y'all got workout plans for people, right? Basically, yeah. How do you go about making these workout plans? Like, do you follow a guide? Like, is there certain books you read, or like, is it inspired by certain people or something like that?
It's solely based on basically their goals. So you tailor the workout plan to whatever goals the person might have. That changes from person to person.
Right.
And like, you also have to do an assessment, because sometimes your plans you can have the perfect plan for this person, and then you go assess them, and it's like, damn, you got to remake this whole plan. Yeah. Like, it isn't always going to be perfect.
Hell no.
Like when you talk about assessment, like, what do y'all look for? Like, other than like you ask people bad habits and stuff like that. Like,
well, those are just questions I ask even before.
Or do you? So is it like certain things like
assessments? Is more like
physical assessment,
like overhead mobility, like how deep is your squat game, posture, form, breath work. It's just a numerous amount.
Yeah, it sounds like a lot.
It's so numerous, like flexibility, mobility, functionality,
right?
Like grip strength.
Yeah,
it's just like so much you can do within that 45 minutes of the first time meeting someone, and it'll tell you a lot.
Yeah,
and just shoulder mobility, squat, and just holding their grip strength will tell you immediately about a person, like little things that is going wrong, or not wrong, but they need to work on because they just lack.
Yeah,
because they're not used to this kind of like training. They don't have nobody to guide them. So that's assessments for you.
And part of assessments too, you do have conversations with clients, whether they had any past surgeries or have any type of injuries, because you can't give them a workout plan and they have a shoulder injury, for example, because that limits a lot of the movement that you can do, being that everything is mostly connected. Yeah. From here to all type of movements that you do. Yeah. So that's just part of the assessment. Besides the questions that he.
You have to get to know. You have to get to know the person. So, like he said, pushing assessments, pulling assessment, overhead squat assessment. Like, these are all things like that teaches you. Like, okay, this person needs this person needs that. But 90% of the time, most people are gonna need flexibility. stability and endurance at the beginning.
Yeah.
Like, that's not gonna change.
I feel like
Anybody you know.
I feel like a lot of people that aren't in the like new to the game with fitness and all that, they overlook it a lot. That's how people get hurt, and then they strain themselves, and like that's it, it's over.
Yeah,
they not working out for the next God knows when. You know what I'm saying?
That's a fact. And I feel those people because, like, when I first started training, I would never warm up or stretch. Like, I would just walk into the gym as an 18-year-old and be like, let's bench. And
I didn't know
and I bench.
Right, I didn't know what stability training was.
Yeah,
I didn't think that was important. But then now I see, like you said earlier, people on Twitter saying, "Oh, I got back pain." I know people who tell me they rolled their ankle walking to the train.
Yeah.
These are things that are preventable to a certain extent, in my opinion. Especially with the right proper training and stuff. So it's just little things like that, little like life like hacks that help
the
you.
The little things.
Like, you don't have to go to the gym and be a bodybuilder or be like a super acrobatic person. Just go and like strain your body a little bit,
right?
Become more flexible, be more endurance, and overall it's gonna help you. It's gonna help you sleep at night. It's gonna help you throughout your life.
In everyday life, bro. Literally, bro.
True.
Walking,
I believe it.
Wherever you want to go.
Yeah,
Like just picking up something.
Yeah.
Some people really are not strong to pick up something, even though I'm not saying like something really heavy, but someone might have a hard time picking up something like this.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So it's not about pushing a lot of weight, but just like working out and using fitness to just make your life easier. Bro.
Right, yeah.
And be more in shape in general overall.
And one thing I want to share is also I get anxiety sometimes.
Yeah.
So I just feel sometimes if I'm overwhelmed, it's multiple things trigger. I can't tell you what triggers me. Everybody's different. I get this bad anxiety, and the only way I could escape is working out, believe it or not. So half the time I'm working out and it's escaping my anxiety.
That is true, because there was a story. And used to always be moving. He never stayed still when we was in class. Yeah. I don't remember. And was always doing some push-ups or something in the room, and like it didn't matter. So, like when what was I gonna ask? Damn, it was has there ever been a day where y'all was like, damn, I don't think I could do this no more? Like
do what?
Was there ever a day that y'all doubted yourself? Like, I know it kind of look like
1,000%.
Yeah,
probably every single day since I started.
Why you say that though? Like,
you gotta understand the discipline it takes to just do this every single day.
I know. That's probably why. Honestly, I haven't gotten into it.
It's not that I hate this. It's just that the pain that comes, the toll that your body's like enduring. This is not to stray anybody away from working out. This is just that I train a specific kind of way, and where I take a lot of minimal things and maximize it in the time that I have.
Mm-hmm.
So whenever I train, it's hard, and it's not easy, and it's not a lot of reps. A lot of people love doing all these reps. You get a little pump. That's soft. To be honest, that's soft. Like there's no. Don't go to the gym to work out. Go do this because you really want to change who you are as a person. You want to be a stronger person. You want to be a role model. You want to show to your family that being fit and healthy is what you need to be doing, right? We're in America where everything is processed.
I believe that.
When I was living in Spain and I had none of my friends, I was alone. I didn't have somebody there telling me, come on, Joel, keep pushing. That was a fight.
Right, yeah.
No friends, alone, no family.
Mm-hmm.
All I had to do was work out. That was the only way I could stay sane in a place where I had no friends.
Yeah, I could totally relate to that. Uh-huh. I could totally relate. For the simple fact, I was in the military and all that. I worked out, but it wasn't something that I used to cope with being alone and stuff like that. It was the music that had me going. So everybody got a different way of coping with things. Have you ever doubted yourself at all, or like? For sure, yeah.
I actually back in a year ago, I took a month. The longest I ever took, the longest time span I ever took without working out was like a month.
Mm-hmm.
It was a really tough time in my life. I was in a flunk. I wasn't working out. I was just like, whoa, like what's going on with me? And that's like the only time I ever stopped. And why I stopped, I'm not sure. It's not that I felt like I couldn't do it anymore. It's just like he said, you reach a point where it's like you really need to find that extra piece of motivation within you, you know, and it all comes back to internal feedback. Canela didn't have nobody in Spain to tell him, yo, your pull-ups are looking better. You got to keep going to the bars. He kind of had to feel it within himself and realize like, whoa, this is doing something. Let me keep going. And that's why I tell people focus on the self more than how people perceive you. And I think that's when you really find yourself in this, especially working out.
Yeah, I think a lot of people, what they lack is, you know, self-esteem and positive feedback. Confidence
people
too.
lacking the confidence in themselves.
You know, they think just because somebody's not telling them like, oh yeah, you getting proud of you doing your thing. I see you. They like, oh no, you know.
No, but that's also necessary. You
Nah,
want to hear those things like, yo, bro, you look like you getting money right now. Like, keep
That
going.
is a fact.
You know what I'm saying? It's nice, right? People in the beginning, they don't laugh at you, but they like look at your goals as if like it's unattainable. Then you start getting money, and they're like, all right, well, what else can you do?
Right.
Then you there. And then they're like, you're like this role model. Like, damn, bro, we've been seeing you for this long time. Bro, you've known me 15 years. This is what I do.
Right.
You know? It was just a matter of time before I got here. Now you've seen it. So it's just like you go through all these phases of people perceiving you. Then you forget that, well, how do you perceive you? Obviously, I've been doing this a long time. So I always perceive myself as a strong person.
Right.
Other people, though, they might just be doing it. And they, like Ann said, they just want other people to tell them that.
Right.
It's cool here and there. But remember that person in the mirror is who you face every day.
Facts.
You know, ain't nobody else in that mind but you.
Facts. So, I mean, so we mentioned goals. Like, what's do you plan on do you want to keep doing this? Do you have goals? Like, what goals do you have for yourself? And like, let's say, I'm not gonna put it too long. Maybe from 2 to 5 years or so. Like, we do personal goals and everything too. Because you know, this topic, it ties into not only fitness, but being that y'all do fitness is something that you have to have discipline in. Like we said again, it's a mental thing. So I feel like it ties into the personal goals and stuff like that. So what goals do you have, like from 2 to 5 years and so, like with fitness and everything in your life and whatever?
So I think fitness goals, like personal fitness goals for my training, just to get stronger and be able to do more like moves. We train a lot of like specific moves. That's mostly like my goals. I don't really have like any pushing weight number goals. But business wise, like Faded Fit business wise, I do have goals to like continue personal training full time. Hopefully open a gym. But like a specific type of like gym focus on body weight training and calisthenics. So not like your average Blink or Planet Fitness.
Right.
So yeah.
I mean, before we can get to you with the goals, has COVID made this harder for y'all? Like training with other people at all? Like, has it made it an issue?
It's, for me personally, it's made it harder in some instances, but better in other instances. So it's made it harder with the fact that you do have clients that want to train in a gym, and that is more like it's harder now. Being with COVID, you have to make like reservations and shit like that. So that makes it harder. But also the fact that COVID is driving people away from the gyms, and we focus on body weight training, which you don't need a gym. It kind of like ends up
helps better,
clicking together.
Yeah. So, and like, so what goals do you have? Like,
my goals, so we have Faded Fit going on. Eventually, so Rob and I, we were working together for a while. So we want to get this thing going. We want to actually open our own body weight gym, where we have like just like rings and pull up bars and dip bars, just everything straight body weight for all levels of training. And also, before we started being personal trainers, we were swim instructors and coaches at the same time. So that's also something that I want to integrate into Faded Fit. Like, I can not just teach you how to work out, I'm also a swim instructor that can teach you how to swim. So I want to bring that also into the table and just kind of, you know, put all my pieces together. To answer the COVID question, I feel like COVID came and things have to destroy before they elevate. What I mean by that is COVID came and I was working out in the gym. I was pushing weights. And like Canela said, it's just at this point, it's just discipline. Working out is something that I need to do every day. But when COVID came, I realized that I don't like working out this way. And I got so into the like calisthenics, working out outdoors. And it's just, thanks to COVID, it put down a curtain on something I really want to do.
Right.
And that's why, it's a blessing in disguise. I feel like COVID, it was a very bad situation. It's still very bad, but I feel like sometimes we have to take the time to just stop and appreciate throughout all the madness what went well and what's still going well.
Right.
So
I agree with that. I agree with that because not a lot of I feel like a lot of people now because of COVID, they kind of slow down with some people. Some people decided to take a break and kind of slow down with life and just not do anything. And I tell a lot of people like, yo, this is the time now where you take advantage of this little thing that's going on. It's like start picking up, start making your moves. So Canela, your goals, like where you at with them, like what you want to do.
Well, in terms of personal goals, it's kind of funny. I actually just had this talk with my boss. She had asked me, "Hey, Joel, do you want to be a teacher?" I said, "Hell no."
knowing us when we was young.
There's real talk because I again, like, what I'm saying, I just came from Spain teaching 3 to 5 year olds, 1st to 6th grade. But she asked me this and she was like, what do you mean? I'm like, I'll be real honest with you. I'm gonna quit this job to be a personal trainer full time. Like, I really hate having a boss. Like, I don't like people telling me what time I got to come into work.
Right.
That it might be like my biggest life pet peeve. Don't tell me when to wake up because I already know I'm awake before you.
Oh my God, I hate that.
You know what I'm saying? I'm already up before you. you think you
yo,
up?
I gotta look at the camera real quick just to look. Canela's looking. He giving me that squint. Like, yo, like I'll kill you. You try to wake me up. I'm already up.
I was already up. What you talking about?
It's just little things like that. But it was nice though, because she was like, I believe that you can do it. Like, you can run your own business. You have all the qualities. So obviously I'm Canelasthenics, right? Calisthenics, Canela, put them together. Canelasthenics.
No, yeah, it makes perfect. Yeah, it makes perfect sense.
But in terms of like personal goals, right? One of them is to run my own business, which I'm trying to run right now, trying to pick up that client work. The other side, I would say, would be more to like financially get my parents up out the crib.
Yeah.
Like, I need them to just retire already.
Yeah.
And like just go to DR. I don't really need them home. I feel like I'm being micromanaged, and I shouldn't be feeling micromanaged.
Yeah.
In my own home where I pay rent.
Yeah.
I'm like too old for that. But then with COVID, to be honest with you, everything just lined up. I was already doing calisthenics for like 2 years straight. I already have no knowledge in this. All that I was just lacking was a certification that says you're a personal trainer. You can do this.
So who is it? So who is it that got the personal training?
We all do.
Y'all all do.
He about to get it.
You're working on it. And I took Ant out of his test today. Thank Ant for coming. But like I said, these goals sound amazing because like I said, I'm gonna reiterate again. I know these guys since like middle school. And, at a time we was all knuckleheads, running around doing God knows what. And was getting light.
Side note, the first time I ever cut school was with this man right here.
Hey, man.
In middle school. The first time ever.
I plead the fifth. Yo, no lie. That wasn't the day that wasn't the day I got caught. But that was the day that was the day that we actually made it to my house.
Come to think about it, this guy was there every step of the way and everything that I did for the first time. My first party, it was with Nick.
Yep.
My first time joining a party entertainment was with Nick. And now I own a party entertainment company. So it's like, whoa, this guy has been in the middle of my life this whole time.
That is very true, bro.
So
bad.
So another thing, just to we're gonna take a little side note off the fitness, but it started with Faded Nights.
Yeah.
Right. What is Faded Nights? Cause now it's like,
Baby.
like I said, it's faded. Like I said, it's faded everything now. It's faded sneakers, faded nights, faded fitness. Sooner or later you're gonna see faded some crazy shit
Right
going
now,
on.
It's gonna be Faded Corporation.
Right now,
and then
yeah.
everything's gonna be under.
See,
it's Faded Nights, Faded Fitness, and Faded Sneakers.
y'all do taxes and shit.
Not yet.
Faded taxes.
But I mean, believe it or not, every time we come up with a new idea, we don't even think about a new name. It's like
It's like it just
throw Faded in front of it, and then whatever it is, you know. And we already have Faded Nights established, like you know everything.
that was our first.
Yeah, that was the
establishment,
first.
Yeah, so we're registered, copywritten, and everything. So it's like might as well, you know. So we just stuck to it, and
Right.
But
So-
with Faded Nights, what is Faded Nights is a party company. We throw events and hottest events. Let me add that. But we had to take a break due to COVID.
I went to one. And
So
ni
so
me tiran, no.
so we had
were
to
actually supposed to DJ. The
Yeah,
last one.
bro, the last one at the
Yeah.
loft. But it's alright though. Shit, it happens for a reason,
COVID,
bro.
man.
It happens for a reason. I believe everything
Hey.
happens for a reason. It's alright.
Yeah.
That party's
You know-
postponed, not canceled. I'm putting it out there.
Yeah. We still coming back around.
Nah, it's alright. So, Canela,
Talk to me.
who gave you the name Canelasthenics? That was you that made it. I don't think it was you that made it up.
That was the man. Seriality TV. That's Ed, bro.
Oh, shout out
That was
Ed, bro.
Ed.
I see him doing the serial thing on
Yeah, he doing
on
his thing
YouTube.
on that. But yeah, he gave me the name, and I was like, wow, that was
Yeah, I was smacked when y'all did that, huh?
nah. You know what the funny part is? Yo,
I had
Ed's
to-
so good at making like random names for people. It just sticks with you.
Yeah.
And it's random. We was just chilling in his crib, I'm pretty sure.
Mm-hmm.
But Canelasthenics, you know, if you was to ask me what that is, it's strength for life. It's functionality
Strength for
to
life.
be the best. Like
I like that.
you know,
I like that.
this isn't something that's temporary. It's gonna stay with you no matter what.
That should be like on a
Man.
business call. Strength for life.
Don't
Strength
steal
for
it. That's
life.
trademarked.
Man.
Strength for life.
That's on my next T-shirt.
Let me know. I'll cop. You gotta support, bro.
That's that
You know?
heat.
So when I saw you when you came back after Spain, there was this guy that you was working out with. He was, I don't know his name.
The guru.
Semen.
Yeah,
That's
him.
what you gonna call him.
So
That
who
guru.
where does he play a part in this? Like,
Bro, I ain't gonna hold you. That man has been training me since I was 17 years old.
and what he does?
He's a personal trainer.
He's a
But he
personal
does
trainer.
calisthenics too.
No. So he's Fitness, right? And
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
what I
that's
that's
his
that's how I
is,
know him.
it's like what's that? Animal flow. I don't know if you ever heard of that type of training.
What is that like?
Animal flow?
Animal.
That's
Right,
like
you know,
what you call it?
like them bear crawls and like all those real like capoeira kind of movements,
Mhm,
right?
Okay.
But that's not just his specialty. He does like he taught me everything I know since I was like 17. So he like kind of gave me the guide and constantly kept edging me on this. Like, Canela, you be a good personal trainer. Like, you pick up things really, really fast. Like, you're advancing at a really like high level. Like, you might as well do this. Like,
Pursue it, yeah.
You know, like you have some kind of passion for this. You just haven't really accepted it.
Right.
Right. So he plays a big part as opposed to like just being a good mentor and a friend
Yeah.
and like someone I can call literally like you can ask this guy about like what leaves is good for you to clear out your lungs because you got asthma or something. He'll tell you.
He's
Yeah.
very knowledgeable.
I need
This
his
guy
number.
is- this is his
I
thing.
need his number.
He's your doctor's doctor.
Oh, so
That's
he's
literally
like,
his
oh,
thing.
what is it? It's holistics. That's what it's
Yeah.
called. Holistics.
So-
He's very into like natural.
I'm into. I like.
He trains barefoot.
I wish. Oh, that's what you call it, earthing or
Yeah.
something like that, right?
Yeah, dog.
Which is good for you, bro.
Yeah, it's definitely good
Definitely
for you.
good for
I feel like a lot of people should tune into holistics and stuff like that.
Hell
because
yeah.
I'm
100%.
actually I was looking into, I don't know if you heard of Pharmacy for Life. Styles P
Nah, I haven't heard of it.
Styles P's little brand, his brand for natural products, holistic stuff, sea moss, black seed oil and stuff like that. I got a pack from him.
Yeah, I take black seed oil every day.
Yeah,
Immune
I like
system on 100
and then
degrees.
I take a Bladerac too, Iris sea moss, I forget what else. It's oh my god, the soursop leaf. That's what I take that too. So he got like different pills and stuff like that, and that's I like it. It makes me feel good, bro. Like
Hell yeah,
I'm
bro.
deep into that stuff
the
too.
energy,
Hell
the
yeah.
energy that makes you feel is good. So that's good that we touch bases with the guru. It's
Semen.
like,
Yeah, one thing I want to
Fadedfitness.
add though, in terms of the guru, Canela said that he could switch out to any type of workout, and it's because his foundation is impeccable. This guy is flexible. He has endurance. He has hypertrophy. He's strong. He has it all. So he can work. He can work with the rings today. Tomorrow he could be in the weight training room. Then he could go to the calisthenics bars. Like he could just switch for whatever he wants to. But it's all because his foundation. He doesn't rush anything. He lets his body decide what's gonna happen. You know, he doesn't. He's not chasing nothing. He's consistent. You know what's crazy? That was the first guy that introduced me to working out with rings.
Yeah.
So I'm in the gym one day and I'm lifting weights, regular Blink Fitness. I'm doing my regular routine. I'm lifting weights and I see some guy hanging up rings and doing these movements that it just blew my mind. So he goes to the bathroom or something. I see the rings empty. I'm like, well, psh. And I started doing my thing there. I was copying whatever he was doing. And then he comes back. He's like, yo, man, what's going on? And then that's how I met him. And then small world, little did I know that was Canela's trainer. So, you know, it was crazy the way it worked out.
what happened? What happened? What he did?
He just take the equipment and then ask
He
you,
thought,
like,
like-
yo, what you do on this?
Yo, Ant's crazy.
Watch your equipment. Ant might be on it.
Yo,
That's a fact.
he
And then
mooching.
ask- and then
He
ask you
mooching.
What's going on?
Yo, so I wanted to add some tips. Like, what do you give tips for people who are just getting ready to start off their journey, who want to really get into this? Because I know not just males, you know, because it's all males here. Not just males, but females also that want to get into this type of training and working out. What tips do you give them? Like,
You know, it's funny. Fun fact. You know, women actually recover faster than men.
yeah,
Like,
women's bodies
That's
is
that's a
amazing.
thing. Like they really
I
do
believe that.
recover faster than us.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're listening to this, please understand you are a lot stronger than men in this world at the moment. But probably for life, because you know y'all go through it. But honestly, if there's a tip, I say, you know, understand that this is a very strong 80% mental process.
Mm-hmm.
If you can just stay consistent, right? Start off slow and establish your goals, very attainable goals, not like some crazy, I'm going to jump and dunk the basketball tomorrow. That's not happening. But if you go, I'm going to lose, 5 pounds this month, that's very attainable,
Right.
With a consistent plan and holding yourself accountable, right? So set goals, hold yourself accountable. Please sleep 8 hours. You're going to need it. Your body needs it. Your mind needs it. In general.
Now, before we go on, do you sleep 8 hours?
Yo, bro.
Yeah.
I'm on some...
It's funny that he's the one to say that.
Yeah, that's how I like
The one that
Time out.
I definitely sleep 8 hours
Hold on.
for sure.
Nah, I can't be a hypocrite though.
With
'cause I
the
don't sleep
naps
8
that
hours.
I take, I get my 8 hours.
Okay.
It's not about that. It's just
concur with
I
that.
micromanage my naps throughout my days. I know what I'm gonna get into, and I adjust because that's what humans are made to do.
Right.
Adjust, adapt.
Facts.
We can do that.
Facts.
I get my 8 hours. It's just be in a different kind of way. It's
Facts.
not straight because I can't sleep straight 8 hours. I can only get like 4.5, and I'm up and I'm wide, ready to go for my day.
That's
Fact.
a fact. And there's
But that's
people
me.
that are functional off 6 hours, and they only need 6 hours. It all depends on you. Yeah,
I go like 6, bro, and I'm good.
yeah. There's people that are completely functional.
I can sleep 30 minutes and I'm ready for a whole day, bro. Not gonna lie to you. So what tips you giving these new people trying to come into the game, bro?
Before I give the floor to Rob, I'm just gonna throw one tip out here. Find a partner. Find somebody you can work out with. 2 people, 1 person. Find somebody. It really makes a difference. Like ever since I started working with these 2 guys, my
yeah.
calisthenic level is just climbing, and every week I'm doing things like, whoa, movements that I could dream of only. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying. Work out with somebody. You know, I see him do something. I'm like, whoa, we doing it too. It's a friendly, competitive nature that leads to everybody leveling up. So I would say my only tip that I'm gonna give today is find a partner.
I would say, I have a few tips.
That's talkable. That's what we're here for. That's what we're here for.
Definitely one tip going off what you said is definitely set a goal. Because you don't know if you're going anywhere if you don't know if you're moving, if you don't know where you want to be. So you got to set a goal. That way you know if you make it there or you don't.
Right.
And if you don't make it, what we got to do now to get there.
Yeah.
So definitely set a goal. Another tip is be patient. Like you need to be patient in the fitness journey because that shit does not come overnight. You're going to have weeks where you feel like, I don't want to do this shit. And then you come back the next week and you're stronger for some strange reason. And so just be patient because it's a journey, bro. It's a long journey. And keep an open mind when you're training and getting into fitness because there is a lot of information out there. And some of it is good, some of it has no evidence behind it. So just keep an open mind and like take everything with a grain of salt. You know, like this might be true, this might not be true, but I got to see for myself. Yeah.
No, I agree. Like I said, it's a pleasure having y'all here. We not done. Hold on, we definitely not done. But I just want to mention to you guys again. I'm here with my brothers. I used to call this kid Baby Ant. That was Rob right here. And this was Canela. Canela's always been Canela.
Had a couple nicknames actually.
So
Tragic.
That was crazy. But if you see me on the train, what time it is? Showtime.
That you can't forget
J
that
Magic, we here.
But yeah, I would like I said, I'm really proud of you guys for doing what y'all doing now. Can't believe how far y'all have come. It's amazing. And I feel like this is just the beginning for y'all, especially hearing y'all goals and what y'all gotta bring to the table. I feel like all three of y'all together could work together to reach goals unattainably crazy. Like
definitely. I wanna thank you for having us.
Yo, yes, you know it's a pleasure, bro.
And I'm here.
I gotta give a clap to y'all.
I'm here looking at your setup. I'm proud of it. Like I'm proud of you.
You feel me? You know.
And lately I've been on your on your Instagram, on your New Yorkers Network Instagram, and you've been very consistent with it. You know.
Feel me?
And
how just
like in fitness,
that's what I'm saying.
Consistency is key. In this. Consistency is key, bro. So keep putting that shit out, bro.
Everybody has their discipline to what they want to do.
And while we still on air, I know we a little late, day or two, but happy Veterans Day, man. This guy right here is
thank you, bro. Thank you.
We're here,
bro. We're here, better.
For real.
So, if y'all want to give a shout out to anybody, now is the time. I'm gonna set the computer up so we could vibe out for a little bit. Before I let y'all do y'all shout outs and everything, I want to mention, all my episodes are sponsored by Quick's Beard Co. And we here with Fadedfitness also. So today our episode is also sponsored by Fadedfitness. Get in tune with these guys. Rob Faded, at the Rob Faded is Rob Faded, right? Rob Faded, at the AM Project, and then we got at Canela got like two.
I got two Instagram. At is Showtime J. It's two S's.
And
it's Showtime J.
And what's the other one?
Oh no, you don't gotta worry about that one. That's for work.
That's professional shit only.
That's my work. That's me educating the youth.
But yeah,
positive messages though.
I mean, it is what it is. It is what it is. People got to see it all. I feel like this is the time for it now. If you want to promote it, you know what I'm saying. So, and then another thing, I'm doing these. I'm collecting water bottle caps. As I said all the time, every episode that I get in tune with. I'm collecting water bottle caps. I'm at 570 right now. I'm probably at more. That was like 2 weeks ago that I counted. If I get 1,000 of them, I get a free cancer treatment for a kid out in Mexico. So that's what I'm planning on doing.
That's OD.
Another thing too.
Definitely helping you on that. I got you.
Yeah. Do these count?
No, I don't know
to be
about
the
these.
clear
I think it's just a clear one, but I don't think it matters at this point. But also, November 25th, sponsored by Princey B, and I'm also working with him in a couple other entities. If y'all want to get in tune, we'll talk after this.
Okay.
We got the Thanksgiving Day. We giving out food, donating food, all types of. We're giving out a lot of food from 2 to 4 p.m. At Fordham, and I think it's Fordham in the Concourse, if I'm not mistaken. And you know, as you donate and you go show up, we'll give you a free T-shirt for helping us out and giving us the help.
That's beautiful.
Is
Amazing.
if you want to donate, the I'm gonna put the Cash App right there. It's $ Feed the Bronx 2020. $ Feed the Bronx 2020. If you guys want to put it, if you guys want to send any, and anything too, I have the flyer on my IG. You guys could follow me at Nick the Quick, NYCK the Quick. I'm gonna repost the flyer, and I gotta make a video later also, so we could promo. So if y'all got any shout outs for anybody to right now, go ahead, shout them out while I set up the computer so we could vibe out for a little bit.
All right, so I just want to shout out you, obviously Nick the Quick, Canelasthenics.
Man.
My brother Ant, Faded Fit. We here, brother. Get fit and get in tune with it.
I just want to say shout out to my boy Fitness, to my students, you know what I'm saying? You know, I got the ones that train with me. Anybody who's ever did me right, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to all of y'all. You know what I'm saying? To the women in my family. I love y'all. I don't say it often, but you hearing it now.
If I may, I want to shout out to Nick right here, my brother for life. Rob right here.
Shout out to you, Nick.
Canelasthenics, my other brother too, and everybody back home watching, especially all my Faded Sneakers family, Faded Nights family. I appreciate everybody.
That's a fact. Shout out Faded Nights, Faded Sneakers, and everyone holding it down for us.
I need some more Faded Fit.
We got that for you, brother.